Welcome guys to my little favorite part where we make beer. My great auntie had a very special beer spell. I'm gonna show you right there. Don't try this at home. Shh, focus. Oh. Yeah, just like I remember. Here, Rich, you gotta try this one.
Shit, dude. Let me try it.
Oh, the one? Yeah, take one.
Okay, Master Wizard. So, how did you do this?
Just swish and flick, and you got yourself a beer.
Okay.
What the fuck? It's so fucking tight.
Rich, dude, you okay?
Is that Rich? Oh my god, I'm fucking out.
Why do you look like this, dude? What the fuck?
What's up there, fellow game developers? I know you love our memes, so let's start with a bro fist of doom. Yeah, boy! We got our Richard the animator, who's now turned into a stuffed animal.
We kind of played with some wizardry recently and we turned into a stuffed animal by accident.
Hey, but he can talk, right, Rich?
No.
Jesus, man, he's not talkative. Goddamn animators.
Yes.
Well, at least he's talking, so we can proceed.
Alright, let's move to the enemy.
So I guess today we're gonna start with me. So today I'm gonna present you all with my developed concepts for first enemy, which is embodiment of anger. I've been studying and trying to find some basic form which we could use, and everybody just chosen a two-legged rhinoceros. Like he has a horn which is just shape of a sword. And then I started developing some design ideas for the little guy. Some free swords on his head, like a spinning Beyblade, with some kind of coral reef or something. Maybe some kind of sonic hedgehog knife thing, I know, and some other bull, like minotaur type. Then everybody liked the free designs, the coral guy, minotaur guy, the Beyblade guy. Oh, sorry, the hedgehog spinny boy. So we in the last meeting we talked about how the enemy will look when he's in enraged mode. I've made some concepts how his color palette will change, so it will signify that pretty much he gets stronger because he gets more angry. Everybody liked the idea that the hedgehog spinny boy has the venom angry face, so I added on the other designs that everybody liked. Everybody chose the minotaur free-bladed one. I began making the final design about it, so I practically just wrote about his abilities, his visuals. Like you can read up all of the visual things why it looks like that, and the very quote why I aspired to make it like this, because anger is one letter away from danger. So pretty much scary stuff. So I began making a 3D model out of it, and one big concern I got from my colleagues is the character is pretty much really front heavy. It looks like he's about to fall just on his face when he's just gonna start to move. So I added like a big chain ball behind him, because the whole chain thing is because it's like a suppressed anger, and literally he got out, and that ball pretty much almost suppresses the anger that the person trying to fight it. And later on, I made a few props for environment ideas, and everybody has thought of their design ideas. Like Rock made a thriller style graveyard. Then Richard pretty much made an open world map which has a strip club for some reason. So, and I made like an arena. So I pretty much focus on the embodiment of anger character enemy, where he's supposed to be a boss. So pretty much made an arena that you can actually go in and fight him, and I'm actually pretty happy with the result. I spent a freaking 4 hours on that, Jesus. So that pretty much concludes things, and I'm almost at the same time working on a new concept of a new enemy which is Jealousy. I've shown you just a basic drawing about him. He's like a swamp monster that pretty much takes everything that he likes. If he can't have it, he will freaking destroy it. So he looks like a swamp monster. And how I visualize it is pretty much like this, like a gopnik, just sitting there waiting for his next victim. So pretty much that concludes my presentation about enemy designs and the 3D models. So Richard, you can take over.
Hey yo, what's up? I'm your boy, not your boy. What I did in these past few, let's say, weeks, I did some animation tests that would help our project. So first I wanted to test how long it would take me to rig a simple character. To rig a character, it took me 8 hours. And that is terribly too long. I'll probably have to make some changes to make the process faster. Anyway, the next thing I tried was to make texture switches, and video of that now. Amazing texture switching action, yeah. Next up, I tried some simple animations, and the process it takes taking the animation from Maya and exporting them to Unity. And I learned a lot in the process. I made 3 animations, the idle, video on screen, the walk, which is actually a bounce jump animation, and a knockback death animation. Yeah, those were all the things I tested, and they all worked great, without exception, no errors. Happened, everything went totally great and according to plan and timing and schedule. Yeah, that's it for me. Take it away, guys. Who's next?
I'm done! Jesus Maria. Oh, I guess I'm next. Alright, enemy AI. Since Edwin is making the model for the enemy, I'm going to give him life by introducing behavior. So basically, I did some research on pathfinding, a way how for the enemy to walk from another point to its destination, for example, chasing the player. And I found out that the best way to do this is by using the nav mesh agent component. I did some tests using the 2D AI experience, so I will show you how they end up to be. I made like a 3D, sort of 2D platformer and other experiments. And so let's talk about the enemy state machine. So the enemy state machine is basically all the states that the enemy will have. I have planned several of them. He will patrol, walk from its sort of normal daily routine, stretching out, relaxing, you know, all that kind of stuff, drinking beer, and until a player will come within this radius and he will start to chase or the follow behavior. And of course, there's a third behavior that the player can, not the player, but the enemy can die. Sad story. So here we have the radius, the view radius of where the enemy sees, and there's a small radius inside of it is the attack radius. So the patrol behavior works like this. We're going to have several spots on the environment, and the enemy will choose randomly to which point it wants to go. And then it will set its destination until the player will walk into his radius, and then the enemy will ditch his routine and chase the character. I did this in a unique way because I scripted everything on the animator component itself. So here I have the nav mesh agent component and an animator. So in the animator, if I would press on one of the states, you will see that I have a script attached to. So basically I'm scripting on top of the animator. And why is it good? Because, well, if I'll make a prefab, then no other game developer will need to attach scripts. They will be already on. So if Richard would add animation on top of it, it would work immediately without him needing to attach the script. So let me show you how it looks when you play the game. All right, we're back into the good old maze. So here I have the character. At the moment, as its radius shrinking, it will change color. We don't see the radius, but we do see the color. So I'm walking in the maze, and here's the enemy. He sees me and he starts to chase me. If I were to hide somewhere, the enemy would stop following me. So I will show you that in a different video. But if the enemy will get too close to me, it will bite my ass and I'll die. Sad story. Alright, basically that concludes my AI. As I said, I'm going to now display a video of comparing two 2D enemy patrol and follow states and a 3D that I implemented with this spider model that was provided by our talented modeler Edwin. So here you can see the comparison. They're both walking in their patrol points and changing at the moment when the player enters their radius. So yeah, that is all from the programming part. Easy, huh? It was not easy.
Okay. They told me to tell you to like this video if you like what we do, and hit that subscribe button and that little bell icon. I don't know what it does, so tell me in the comment section below. This is not a promotion. That's it? Okay? Can I go now?
Yeah.
What about
Yeah.
next time, man?
Yeah.
Oh, next time. We're gonna talk about combat and stuff.
Some bad shit and stuff, yeah.
And maybe eventually we'll find a way to turn him back into a human.
Nah, I'm good like this.
Dude, you can move. You can't move. You can only talk.
Exactly.
Lazy bastard.
See you next time. Maybe you'll find Richard's real form, or will you find something else? Cheers.
Cheers.